What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about one of the biggest, not scams, I guess. It's kind of a scam. It's just like misleading the consumer from Activision. So I'm sure you've heard about it. This huge like double weapon XP, double XP thing from the Vault Edition. I'll talk all about it in a little bit, but that is the main topic for today. And it's just proving yet again that Activision is just not a company that ends up caring about its consumers. I think, if you played any Call of Duty in the past, any Activision game pretty much in the past, you probably come across this conclusion by yourself at this point. But I want to talk about a couple of things in this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We are on our way to 8K. We actually gained a good amount of subscribers recently, so I'm appreciative of that. Again, videos basically every single other day on this channel until the end of the year, because I'm trying to milk Modern Warfare 2 for as much as we can, right? So let's keep it going here. Infinity Ward ended up releasing a patch or a general update fixing some frame drop issues, freezing issues, performance issues, and they also added NVIDIA filters finally. Yes, thank you. NVIDIA drivers are finally on Modern Warfare 2. Maybe I can actually see enemies in this game. I honestly don't know how console people play this game. It's like ridiculously just like, I don't know how you do it, bro. Like it's not easy to play this game as on console, right? Like I don't know how you do it. Like props to you guys for being able to do it. It's not for me. I don't know how you do it. Something that I just want to point out, and I'll make a video on it in the future, but skill-based matchmaking, man. I ended up playing a game last night where skill-based matchmaking was so thick. It was just game after game, non-stop sweat, non-stop people jumping around corners using weapons with like 5 attachments, which you might think is really good in this game. It's probably not, but it's just the fact of the matter is people have more attachments than me. People have played this game more than me. You've probably seen in the gameplay. I think right now, like just as of right now, not even in the gameplay you're watching, I'm probably like level like 34 right now or something. I still got like 20 levels to go. Not to say like I'm bad or anything. I just haven't had the time to play this game that much compared to a lot of people who are playing this game like every single day, multiple hours a day. Again, I don't have a gold gun yet. I don't have all the perks unlocked. I don't have all the field upgrades unlocked, right? Like there's just so many things I'm still missing, so many things I still have to do in this game, which I do dig. I do like that. But man, skill-based matchmaking is just, it's killing me, dude. And I'll make a video on this in the future. I have a lot of thoughts on it for the 4th, 5th year in a row. So yeah, look out for that. But anyway, let's get into the main topic here. This Activision U-turn decision on Modern Warfare 2's Vault Edition. So as you guys know, Modern Warfare 2 launched with multiple like various editions, the Vault Edition being one with double XP tokens. And I believe this was about $100, whereas the base game was about $70, right? Activision and Infinity Ward basically did not give the 10 hours of double XP tokens that were meant, mainly because it specified in the fine print that you would only get it if you purchased the game through Vanguard, Cold War, or the Modern Warfare 2019 stores. A lot of people did not know this, and they bought either, I don't know, through Steam or just through Battle.net or something. Like they didn't go through a specific other title to get through this, and that's just mind-bogglingly stupid in my opinion. The fact that you're so adamant about this like fine print, like, oh hey, you only were supposed to do it like this, therefore you're not getting your 10 hours of double XP tokens. And I believe it had 10 hours of double weapon XP tokens as well. And so they ended up reinstating it. Call of Duty ended up tweeting, "We understand there's been some confusion about an in-game store exclusive reward for the Vault Edition." Not really confusion. It was more so just you guys being kind of scumbags, but carry on. They go on to say, "Therefore, we've decided to reward all players that currently own or purchase any version of the Modern Warfare 2 Vault Edition with 10 hours of double XP and 10 hours of double weapon XP tokens. Current owners who have not already received the token should expect to see them in their accounts over the next 48 hours. So cool, I guess. I think everyone's going to end up getting it by Sunday. I think today, when you guys are watching this, November 6th, 2022. So cool, I guess, right? People who got the standard edition, again, get absolutely nothing, but I guess that's fair. $30 extra for these tokens that you might not have actually ended up getting is insane to me, right? Like the fact that you would have spent an extra $30 and not gotten your tokens, and that's really what happened because it didn't change until like last night, 2 nights ago, whatever. I just can't get on board with Activision and their scumbag decision making, and it's just sad to see at this point the fact that they're so adamant. I think that if there wasn't as much backlash as there was, you got Call of Duty YouTubers ranting, you got everyone complaining on Twitter and Reddit, everyone was just huge mad at Activision, and they have a right to be, right? I feel like if you're going to spend this much money on this game, that, again, you have no idea how good this game is. People who pre-ordered this game, like maybe you played the beta a little bit, but you actually have no idea if this game's going to be good. You've seen none of the maps. You've seen, you don't know how the gunsmith works, how the weapon progression works. And again, I'll talk about that in a future video, because honestly, side tangent here, maybe I'll just talk about it now. I do like the fact that Modern Warfare 2 makes you go around and use different weapons. Okay, I really do dig that. I think Call of Duty players are way too set in their ways way too often of the time. You know what I mean? Like, people just use the M4 until it's gold, and then maybe use one gun after that, and then just use two guns the entire life cycle. Like, that's boring in my opinion. And I think that it's good that people are being forced to use different weapons. I'm not hating on that. My main gripe, though, however, is the fact that it's extremely, extremely confusing to not only like use different attachments, but it's difficult to unlock certain weapons. Just as an example, I'm just gonna make something up here. Don't go in the game lobby and be like, hey, it's not correct. I'm making it up. Okay, just stay with me here. A lot of the times it'll be like, hey, to get the M16, use the M4 to level, I don't know, 30 or something like that. But to keep using the M4, you need this certain scope, which means you have to go to the SMGs. But to unlock this SMG, you have to use this LMG first. And it's just like, it's like a maze, it's just laid out very, very poorly. I think the UI has a lot to do with it. I've been talking to some of the friends out here on Discord, and a lot of people agree with me that the UI is trash. I think the UI is getting overhauled from the leaks that I've been hearing. Hopefully that's the case, because that desperately needs to happen. Not only just the menu UI, like the lobby UI, but the what's it called? The gunsmith UI as well. Bro, that is terrible. I don't know who you think you're like these are not like this UI is literally for people who sit here all day and like have time to figure this out. Maybe that was me in the past. Maybe that's you right now. No offense, but I don't have that time. I know a lot of people don't have that time to sit around and figure out like, oh, in order to get this P90 scope, I have to use the MP7 50 games in a row with this attachment. No, I don't have time for that. Okay, just let me use the gun naturally and level it up and eventually get gold on it, and then it just sequentially. It shouldn't be like, I shouldn't be having to, break out a ruler, have use geometry to figure out which gun, which attachment I'm using next. And it shouldn't be this case, okay? But it is, unfortunately. So honestly, they need to clean it up. Not only the UI, but the entire system itself. You need to clean it up to the point where it's like, it's not hard to figure out, or make it so like when you unlock something, put it in the middle of our screen when you leveled something up, in bold, white, in easy to read text, and make it like on your after action report, hey, you unlocked this attachment, you unlocked this gun, go to this gun right now to use it. Like, it should be very, very simple, very straightforward and laid out. I don't even know what I have and what I don't have in this game. And when I unlock a new gun, half the times I don't even see it until I'm like scrolling through. I'm like, oh, what gun should I use this game? Oh, I unlocked this gun. I didn't even realize when I unlocked it. It's just so poorly managed, poorly optimized. I'm not on board with it. But anyway, again, I didn't want to make a side tangent for that long, but I ended up doing it. This whole Vault Edition thing, I don't know anybody who's on board with this. I don't know anybody who's still on board with Activision, especially with like the lawsuits and stuff like that in the past. Are we just brushing that over, by the way? Like, no one's been talking about that for like the past year. Are we just good? We're just forgiving people for sexually assaulting other people now. Like, is that good? Is that how we're rolling? I don't know. I guess I'll wrap this up by saying I guess it's good that they ended up doing it, giving everyone their tokens back or whatever that they're supposed to get. It's not like we're supposed to be congratulating them or clapping or anything. It's more like, finally, like, I've been playing this game for like 3 weeks now, and finally we're getting our tokens, that stuff that we rightfully deserved back. I don't know. You shouldn't be applauding Activision for anything right now. Modern Warfare 2 is fairly incomplete. Let's just put it that way. That's my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in your comment section down below. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you really enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun making this one in particular, kind of ranting a little bit more than usual. But that's going to do it for this specific video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Again, videos every other day until the end of the year, maybe even January. We'll see how the channel does. But yeah, I'm really hoping we hit 10K by the end of the year. I think if we can hit 8K by the end of November, we'll be pretty satisfied there. But that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, great rest of the week coming up, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Peace out.